and welcome back to the Bookshelf Odyssey podcast. My name is Art, and I'm your host. And today I have two guests on, Heidi O'Barr and Jessica Thompson. I am so grateful that the ladies invited me to crash their writing retreat, only through the internet though, so no worries. I hope you're finding inspiration this season to write and to create, to finally put that story, pen to paper, fingers to keyboard, however you write, go for it. I think both of these ladies I speak with bring a lot of passion and joy to their writing. They often will organize a writing retreat. I know I've talked about it in the past with Jessica about what goes into making a writing retreat. But if that's something you've never tried, maybe you should try it. Get some friends together, go to a hotel somewhere, and spend the weekend writing. Another thing I enjoy about Jessica is her social media presence. It is so easy to get caught up in doom scrolling and get caught up in world events and all that, but follow her on Instagram especially. She's very active there. It never fails. She'll post something that it makes me laugh. Both are excellent writers as well. You want to check out their work. I really don't have a lot more to introduce or talk about. No real announcements yet. We're getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. With that, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to the interview with Jessica Thompson and Heidi O'Barr. Welcome back to the Bookshelf Odyssey. My name is Art, and I have two returning guests today. Jessica Thompson by now. She's the unofficial co-host. I've joked in the past. She's been on quite a few times. I enjoy having her come on, and today she's brought a friend who's also been on before, Heidi O'Barr. And she's an author as well. They've got a new work they're wanting to talk about today, and we'll see what else we can dig up and chat about. The book is Beyond the Wave, a collection of short stories, I believe, obviously. And that's part of their Messy Manuscript Society anthologies. Previous books include Beyond the Woods and Bippity, Boppity Boots. Beyond the Woods is kind of spooky supernatural stories, and then the other one is retellings of classic fairy tales. Both collections I've read and have thoroughly enjoyed.
Thank you.
And so I recommend those if you want something fun and cozy and really enjoyable mysteries. Anyway, ladies, welcome back. Thanks for letting me crash your writing retreat this weekend.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us about this new collection you have. What was the idea behind it, and who all is in it?
Oh yeah, let's see. I'll try to remember who all is in it. It's Heidi O'Barr, Jessica Thompson, Amber Breinholt was kind of in charge of this one because we rotate who's in charge. Let's see. I'll go in order. Amanda Brimley, J.R. Lancaster, Anna Alsup, I said Taylor, Elizabeth V. Taylor, not Elizabeth Taylor.
Back from the
Catherine
dead.
Anderson. Did I already say Karen Barrett? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Okay. So 10 authors, 11 stories. It was really fun.
Yeah. And what's the theme there with Beyond the Waves? Are we talking ocean or water in general?
Yeah, so it's a collection of short stories, just like you said, because it's an anthology, and our theme was maritime mythos and mermaids. So it's for a YA audience, and your story just had to include some like water element. There's 2 Selkie stories. There is like sea monster stories.
Mm-hmm.
Let me brainstorm.
We were kind of all worried we would do mermaids, but we only ended up with one mermaid.
Yeah, there was a really good
2 sirens.
Yeah.
Diverse Kelpie. I hadn't even heard of a Kelpie before. And yeah, different kinds of monsters. 3 different monsters.
Yeah, but it kind of has like a mournful, tragic tone. as you can imagine, like, the ocean and water and waves is really unpredictable, moody, and like, often tragic. And so a lot of the stories kind of have that bent to them. So it's kind of like a YA appropriate, like thriller-esque.
Yeah, some of the stories
stories.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I would even say darker, but darker sometimes means it's not clean. So dark but clean.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So I find like, thriller's a good word for that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like a middling word.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. I have come to really enjoy reading collections around a theme. I just read one called Who Died in There? And it was a collection of mystery short stories around bathrooms.
Oh, wow.
And I forget who was the editor on that one, but he said he got the idea because it might have been a writing conference he was at, or a similar retreat weekend or something, but they were making jokes about somebody dying in the bathroom, and it's like, hey, that's actually a good idea. So
hey, let's do that.
He got this collection around, and so it was always fun to read each story, trying to predict or figure out how a bathroom would be involved in the story. And it was everything from just the scene to actually being the implement of murder. So there was a couple like that. So it was good. Yeah, we had one character was drowned in the toilet, which that's not a way I want to go. And
what a way to go.
Yeah. Somebody else tried to set it up so they'd electrocute their wife in the bathtub. I don't know. It was all kinds of clever ways, but
right. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for mayhem in there.
Yeah.
Blades, water, and hard things, and slippery surfaces.
And E. coli.
Electricity and water. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those that kind of made you feel uncomfortable after a couple of the stories.
Yeah.
Not like we don't all have like crazy thoughts about what's behind the shower curtain anyway. Let's add to that.
Right. No, let's make it... Exactly. Thanks to Psycho, nobody can take a shower anymore.
I don't even know if we needed that horror show. You just naturally like, what is going on back there?
Right. It's one thing that, getting to know, even getting to know you two, and knowing how to write mysteries where you're murdering somebody on the page. How do you keep it from going too dark?
Yeah.
Do you have like a line in your mind where I'm not going to cross this line, in my writing, or or is it a way to vent that darker side of your psyche? And I get it out on page, and then I'm a nicer person.
Yeah, I find the line as I approach it, like, oh, no diarrhea. That's a pretty good rule.
Yeah.
Diarrhea is not cozy.
Right.
So it rules out a lot of poisons, because nope. We're not.
Right. And that's the title of the episode, No Diarrhea.
Diarrhea is not cozy. With one of my books, they're like kind of a drug ring. So it was like, oh, drug dealers, not cozy? How do we feel about that? So then it was like, I made it so they thought they were doing it for the people who's good. So it's like, oh, cutting through bureaucratic red tape, helping veterans get medicine. Soften it a little bit. Not hardened drug dealers.
Right. And that's something that I like about Cozies, but I'm also, there's always part of my brain that says, how is it that I'm finding this murder to be cozy? It's more of the setting, it's more of the characters. I don't want to say the stakes are low, because often it's the main character who's, life is on the line. They got to prove that they're innocent or something. But I don't know. It's different. And I read everything from cozies to pretty dark thrillers, and I enjoy them all. But there is something safe and almost trusted, about the cozy mystery. that I know what to expect in this book. And I can feel safe by that. I can know that this is going to be a good story that won't go too dark. Maybe if I'm not in the mood for that.
Yeah.
But it's those, those nice quiet ones you have to watch out for anyway, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then sometimes I'll read a cozy and it totally breaks the rules. Like, I got halfway through a cozy and it started using the F word. And it was like, whoa, that's not cozy, dude. And it wasn't like established early on.
Yeah. There's been a couple I've read that either language or scenes that are later in the book, and I'm like, oh, somebody didn't get the message here.
Yeah. Are you sure you know what a cozy is?
I can't remember who it was, but I had interviewed somebody earlier who had said they tried to write a cozy but didn't realize there were certain things you do or don't do in a cozy. They found out pretty quick.
Genre, though,
Yeah.
Got to meet those reader expectations.
True.
That's right. Now, have you found that readers are quite vocal in their expectations? Yeah.
When they've been broken?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when they've been broken. Yeah. Also, I expect too that you probably can't write fast enough for some of your audience. I've heard and maybe been a part of those that I wait forever for a new author to write their book and then I finish it in a day, and then it's like, all right, when's the next one?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't actually got to it yet. Yeah.
She reads more fantasy and I read more mystery, so totally with both of those.
Yeah, I can get them done in like 1, 2, or 3 days, and I'm like, now I gotta wait a year.
Right. Or longer, depending on who's writing.
Yeah.
True.
So, Heidi, you like I don't not necessarily like fantasies more, but you as Jessica said, you read those. Do you have any favorites?
There's one that I'm reading that I know it's gotten a decent amount of hype. I wish it would get more. I think it's called Firebrand. I literally might be saying the title incorrectly, and I'm like, oh no, my one chance, and I picked it up. But it is, it's like it follows a female main character. She's like a dragon rider. I know that's really popular right now. It's not Fourth Wing. I actually think it's better than Fourth Wing, like by a big jump. Mm-hmm. Dragons are the it things right now. I think they've been the it things forever. Yeah. And then there's like a rebellion, and there's like a slow burn romance, so it hits like all those notes. There's true, I guess it would be like rivals to lovers, not enemies to lovers, because there's like a pushback on the trope enemies to lovers. There's a lot of readers and like Instagram and book talk pundits being like, okay, now is this a true enemies to lovers, or is it like rivals to lovers, or like friends to lovers? Like, because we really want to distinguish like the level of that, because there's some people who like have a love for that trope and they want it to be represented correctly, and they don't want it to just become a marketing gimmick, which it has to some extent. And so I appreciate the clarity that comes along with those discussions, but sometimes they get a little heated for me, because I don't usually get too upset about being misled with marketing, because I always feel like whenever you download the sample, usually I do on my Kindle or whatever e-reader you have, like you really do get a sense of what the story is like there's no tricks involved here. So I'm not one of those addictive readers.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? No, I'm like, no, that's not my anyways, that's one of my favorite fantasy reads this year so far, besides our own story.
Yeah. Ours, you could consider it. It's kind of YA fantasy.
Yeah, it totally is.
I think each story has at least a little bit of magic.
Yes.
Mine's like, is it magic? Yeah. Like, we explained it. Or did we? Yeah. But everyone else is for more magic.
Yeah, I love that. that is it magic or is it not? Or like in you'll see this maybe in like I know there's a couple even Christmas cozies that I've read that there's a character like, wait, was that Santa or no? Or was that Mrs. Claus or no? That little bit of question at the end, that makes you think.
Yeah.
I love it when that happens. So
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how at least one of my stories was. I was going to go for what I'm calling the Octonauts ending. When my kids used to watch Octonauts, it was like I was going to go for explained it all with science. Like, oh no, we thought it was a monster. Oh no, it's science. But it ended up being what I'm calling the X-Files ending, where it was like, oh, we explained it all, or did we?
Yeah. You had mentioned there was another creature in the book. Was it a Selkie? Was that one of the...
yeah, Selkie and a Selkie.
Yeah,
which I had never heard of.
Yeah, I haven't either. Could you give a little explanation what those are?
Sure, I can talk about the Selkie. It's usually an Irish. It's based on an Irish myth that seals. That seals can become women and strip off their seal fur and walk on land with human feet. So it's a little bit like Little Mermaid-esque, but not a mermaid. It's a seal instead. And they're known to be like compelling, like a little bit sirenish. And so there's all these like Irish myths and stories about like fishermen falling in love with a woman like by the sea, and he marries her, and he takes her Selkie fur and he hides it so that she can't run away from him or go back to the sea, because that's her one true love, and then she mourns, like she mourns the loss of the sea, and she mourns the loss of her Selkie fur, and then she's always trying to get back to it, and then inevitably there's some twist where she finally gets it back, and then she abandons her husband and children, and the fishermen and their family in their cottage on the sea, and then every time they see seals gathered, they wonder if it's their mother or think of their mother. So that's what the myth is based on. There's always slight deviations from that, but my story is a modern Gothic tale, and so it is. I don't know if it's like spoilery, but it's compelling. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what I can say.
No,
I wouldn't tell the Selkie story. So it's a Selkie, but
yeah, yeah, and there she discovers some hidden depth to her husband, and maybe her life is in danger, and that's compelling. It won an award. So, yeah.
Oh, it won an award.
It did. It placed.
Congratulations.
It took third place in the adult speculative. No, yeah. So no, it was third place in adult speculative romance category at the first chapter contest at Storymakers.
Okay, well, that's great. Yeah, so you get a trophy for your shelf, or at least bragging rights, or
I did. I won a cash prize.
Oh, that's even better.
It was really exciting, and a nice certificate with gold foil.
Oh, nice. That's what you do this for, right?
Yeah,
the gold foil.
It's true.
Right.
That's motivating. It was really valid.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah. I have a friend who he won an award. It was like a first novel award, and I forget who it was through. And this was some years ago, but so it had to be like an unpublished manuscript, and then part of the prize was that he got it published. Yeah, he was excited. He was so excited. It was just like, this is validating. It's I don't do it for the award, but to have somebody see my manuscript and say, hey, there's worth in it, and it's got value to it, and and here's a cash prize. That's nice.
You're doing right.
Yeah.
On the right track.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
That's right. Yeah.
Long haul.
You can have that same, I know, that same interaction with fans and people have read your books. That can, I'm sure, it's just validating. That all that hard work and sweat I put into this. it touched somebody's life, and I love it when that happens. I love to see that happen, you know. Now, did that cover is absolutely gorgeous. Really like that cover. Now, do you have a say into who does the cover work, or?
Oh yeah, so it was getcovers.com this time. It's a company in, I think, the Ukraine.
Okay.
So they do discount but personalized custom covers. It was great. So this time we outsourced it. The other two was an artist, but this time, I don't know, we tried something different.
Sure.
So these two were an artist. Brooklyn No. She did great work on these two.
I've said before, I'll say again, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I'm a sucker for a good cover, so
that's what they're there for.
Yeah. I enjoy art, you know, just that expressive creativity, like painting, drawing, and all that, and along with the written word. And I don't know, books combines both of those things, you know?
Yeah. So you were named appropriately.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have fallen asleep to many Bob Ross video, so that'll do it every time. Yeah.
Yep. So soothing.
See, so you guys are on your writing retreat. What I know we've talked about it before in the past, but just want to again, just real quickly, just kind of run down what your writing retreat is. What do you guys do, and how has it benefited your writing?
Oh, mostly it just gives us busy moms time to write. So this time we're at a friend's lake house. So it's cheaper than usual. But yeah, usually we just find a place on booking.com and pick a weekend and then go, hey friends, who wants to go? Who's free this weekend?
Yeah.
Plan way ahead, not this weekend, but
this weekend. I always make I always make a handful of writing goals to accomplish on a writing retreat. And I usually hit them.
Yeah, and we just go with friends, so it's not like a open invitation to strangers. Yeah. Messy Manuscript Society, so most of us are local.
And we take turns being in charge of meals, and we kind of have this routine that we do in the morning for exercise, and then in the evening we usually play a game or we watch some writing intensive stuff.
Yeah. And this time it's for someone's birthday too, so we're gonna do cake tonight.
All right. Yeah. I mean, writing and cake, what's better, right?
How much?
Yeah. Now, do you often read what you've written to each other to get feedback, or
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our editing rounds and all of our anthologies involve exchanging edits with each other first before we outsource it to other places.
I guess we should talk about this book too. So this wasn't the whole group. That was just Meet Cute Moments was a book we put out in February. Was that this year? Yeah. February this year. We did Meet Cute Moments, so it's just short, sweet romance stories. So this one, we just did a few members of the group, who wanted to follow kind of a rigorous schedule.
It was rigorous.
And then someone in the group was our editor. So instead of everyone reading everyone's like we usually do for all the other books, we did one of us being the editor on working on profit share.
Yeah, it becomes a community effort then.
Yeah.
And from whatever everyone I've talked to about editing, it's one of the harder parts, but we don't dare skip that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't live with it, can't live without it.
That's true.
Yeah. You've had to, I'm sure, cut out a scene you just absolutely loved, and no, but I love that scene, and so it's not working,
Put it in your newsletter.
Yeah. Bonus content.
Hey, that's true. Yeah. Sign up for my newsletter, and you get some a scene I thought was brilliant, but nobody else did. So
Nothing has to go to waste.
I did want to talk a little bit about just about cozy mysteries in general, just to get people thinking about all the kinds of cozies there are, and what goes into making a cozy. So for either one of you can answer, or you both can answer, but do you have a favorite kind of location for a cozy?
Oh, yeah, I like a really fun setting. Like when we were kayaking this morning, we paddled by this cool house. Like it's a big house, but it's empty most of the time. And then it's out right at the opening of the cove, so they have a little lighthouse. So it was like, oh man, that would be a great setting for a cozy.
Yeah.
If you were like the caretaker, the landscaper, the checking in on the house. I don't know.
It's true.
Cool settings. But I would say varied settings, so I don't have like I will read every single snowed in one.
Right.
I like variety.
Yeah, definitely. I prefer like something around food, or a bakery, a coffee shop.
Yeah, you know I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, read Jessica's catering mystery series. There we go.
My Caterer's Guide to Crime series. It's now complete. As of May 1st? Yeah, May 1st was when I put out the anthology of all the short stories I had in other anthologies. Mm-hmm. So now the series is complete.
All right. So now you're on to something different, or?
Yeah, I'm writing a gardening cozy series now. So they're going to be landscapers. Because that's what I did in my professional career time. Mm-hmm. I was a landscape designer. So she's a landscape designer.
Well, don't look at my house right now. You'll be traumatized.
You just moved, right? So
right,
you get
yeah. Okay, good. We had some hostas growing along the edge of the porch, which my dog has decided is a perfect place to lay down and look for snakes or bugs or things. So she's pretty much destroyed them, but she really likes laying there. What's that?
Do you have deer?
No. Well, yes, but not in town.
Okay.
But yeah,
because hostas are like deer salad.
Oh, okay.
Like the number one thing that deer will eat.
We live in a rural town, so once you leave town, it's just farmland, and you got to watch out for deer there. They'll jump in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw them on the way here.
Last night driving, I had to watch out for falling tree branches. So it was
right. The storm.
Pretty bad thunderstorm last night, and yeah. I'm like, I didn't know there was a tree here in the middle of the road.
Oh.
I gotta look out for that one. Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be messy for weeks.
Yeah. So, fortunately, it must have just hit the edge of it, hit our town. It wasn't too bad, as far as wind damage goes. But anywhere, the rest of the drive, it was bad. Do you have a favorite kind of job or hobby when it comes to reading or even writing cozies?
For the main character?
For like the main character to do, yeah.
Yeah, I like all the food related ones. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So bakery owner, cafe owner, caterer. Mm-hmm. I love all those.
Oh yeah.
Any excuse to talk about food.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep. I like those. There's a couple I read that are, as you know, I also do a Christmas podcast, and there's a couple set in and around Christmas things, like the whole series is. There's a year-round Christmas shop series by Vicki Delaney. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
There's a Christmas tree farm set at a Christmas tree farm.
Cool.
That's by, is it Jacqueline Frost, maybe?
I don't know.
I'll have to remember. That's pretty good. That's a good series. And I'd be remiss to not bring up. Oh man, I'm blanking on a name now.
It's hard to remember everything all at once.
I know. Where is she? Oh, right here, Liz Ireland. Liz, sorry about that. That's takes place at the North Pole and involves Mrs. Claus. She solves mysteries, so that's a delightful setting.
It's delightful.
Yeah.
Absolutely delightful. There's elves characters, there's talking reindeer, talking snowmen, who some of them think they can. There's one in particular that in one book somebody puts a police hat on him, so then he thinks he's a police officer, and it's just hilarious.
Frosty the Snowman, but police. That's cute.
Yeah.
Great.
But yeah, that series is fantastic. Even though I blanked on her name, I'm gonna feel bad now. But
well, sometimes the names you know the best. I was blanking out on the other authors in the book we just put out.
Yeah,
they're my friends. I couldn't remember their names.
They're in the next room. I can't remember who they are. No, you're right. Yeah. So, what I think is great is you can find just about any setting for a cozy that might interest you. It's great, and for people like me who are weird and love Christmas all year round, you got. What's really fun about books like that is when they take place like in summertime. Like in the year-round Christmas series, the store is called Mrs. Claus's Treasures, and it takes place in the fictional Rudolph, New York, and so they really run with that Christmas theme year-round. So they have Christmas in July celebrations, and the occasional dead body turns up, as is.
Is that the one where you're not really sure if she is actually Mrs. Claus or not?
That was in where is it here? My stupid. Oh, there it is. The Murder at the Christmas Cookie Bake Off. This is by Darcy Hannah. It takes place in Michigan, in a bakery in a lighthouse.
Oh, cool! Oh.
And there's a character that shows up during the Christmas season because the main character needed some extra help, and so this mysterious woman shows up who is just sweet and charming and is an excellent baker, and she's like your typical Mrs. Claus character. And then I forget what her name is even, but it's a pun, kind of almost a pun with. Santa. I don't know, but the end of the it's not too much of a spoiler because you catch on pretty quick that wait, is this Mrs. Claus or not? What's going on? And you're left wondering what just happened. So I love that. That was probably one of my favorite Christmas related mystery books. But really fantastic. Well, I don't want to take all this time talking about other authors as much as I love giving book recommendations, but just real quick for both of you here as we wrap things up, what would you like to promote besides your new book? What other things have you written that you want to talk about? Or
I have a cupcake memoir recipe book, so it's based on a business that me and my husband ran in Washington while he was at grad school. And so it's like all of our recipes that we were actually selling and making a profit from, and then kind of like how we built our business and some insights into like the different cultures and like what cupcake flavors were popular to sell in certain places. Anyways, it's called the Cupcake. Oh no.
What's on the most important name?
Wait,
the Cupcake
Company Baker's Manual.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Is there a "the" at the beginning, or is it just
Cupcake Company Baker's Manual? Yeah.
Right.
And so it's like, hey, this is how much it should cost per cupcake, or it's like a snapshot of, like, how much it costs per cupcake to make, and then what was our ROI and some things like that.
And even if you're just in for the recipes, they're so good.
That's been really fun. And obviously all of our anthologies, and then which we talked about already.
So I guess we have 4.
Yes.
And then
Jessica's series.
Oh yeah,
Was you
we
already?
talked about that. A Caterer's Guide to Crime.
Right
Yeah.
on. Yeah. And that now series is complete. So
Yeah.
for you completionists out there, you can go and get the whole set.
Yeah. If you won't read it till it's done, have at
Yeah.
ye.
Yeah, that's right.
Here.
Uh, and I believe, Jessica, you have at least one or two on audiobook now
Oh
in that
yeah.
series.
Yeah, two of those are on audiobook. So the one that just came out in May, that one's on audiobook. And then I'm working on the others, and then the first in the series is the A Caterer's Guide to Valentines and Violence, and that's in audiobook.
Right. I love audiobooks.
Yeah.
Especially the job I have right now, I get a lot of time where I can listen to audiobooks. So 6 of the 8 hours I'm by myself. So,
Nice.
pop in a cozy or something, or I learned
Perfect.
maybe not a scary book. Something
Oh,
scary.
yeah.
Being alone in a school while you're listening to a ghost story or something might not be the best, but
And then someone walks up behind you.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might have happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, my girlish screams aside,
Here.
I'll make sure I know I've got both of your social media information, websites and stuff. I'll make sure that's linked in our show notes so you folks can check them out and get some good books here. I'm looking forward to diving into this new collection of short stories. Sounds to me like a perfect summer read, so I'm looking forward to that. Beyond the Waves,
Yep.
put out now by the Messy Manuscript Society, and get it and help them feed their pets, right?
Yeah.
Or kids,
Thank
or
you.
whoever you have.
Yeah.
So Jessica and Heidi, thanks again for coming on. You two
Yeah, thanks.
take care, and looking forward to seeing what else you have down the road.
Thanks, Art.
Perfect.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, thanks for watching today. Isn't it great talking with those two? I am excited about Jessica's new series. As I mentioned, I'm not the best gardener, but so maybe I'll pick up a few tips and tricks along the way from her new series, which is part of the fun of reading Cozies, that you often learn about a new topic or a new hobby. I've been reading the Coffee House Mystery series. I have learned a lot about coffee through reading those books, even on how to make my Folgers coffee taste better. Although I hate to think what her main character, Claire, would think about me drinking Folgers coffee. Probably has nothing compared to the Village Blend that she writes about in her series. But, I'm but a poor man, so I have to settle with Folgers. But yeah, you pick up all these little tips and tricks along the way. That's really fun. So that will do it for me today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for going out and supporting these authors. I know they appreciate it. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into these books, and I love to talk to them about their journey. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Below are the show notes where you can find links to all the things we've talked about, website information, book information, all that. There are also some ways there you can help support the show in a financial way, and that's always greatly appreciated. And until next time, happy reading and take care.